Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to another roster breakdown. Today it's going to be Infected Dragons. I'm GGJ, he's TJ, as per usual. Welcome to the video. Right, TJ, talk to me about Infected Dragons, man. They had an incredible Season 1. What can you say about Infected Dragons? Bear in mind, there has been a couple of roster changes. Obviously, Luds is no longer on, which, by the way, everybody thought it was the best player. Then Fate took him off their hands, then Fate disbanded, and which means there's no longer any Luds. Kind of sucks. He's a free agent, which, by the way, I do recommend teams from MLL approach him. He is one of the best blast players that has ever stepped foot in the league. Luds OP, please nerf. Never nerf, because he's great. Yeah.
Yeah, nerf Luds. Unless he's on your team, then buff him. Yeah. Buff him to high hell.
Yes. His Drogos plays were fantastic. His Bomb King is on another level.
Terrifying.
Yes, terrifying. So, what do you say?
And their backline is terrified.
Yeah.
Okay, but we could talk all about Luds and reminisce, but you know,
he's no longer with us.
Dragons. He's no longer in the team. I mean, I wouldn't quite go that far, to be honest. But,
oh yeah.
So on the Infected Dragons, so you got Jagex, Reolution as your tank players, Bojan Totti as captain, and on the DPS, Casper, a new pickup for them on the DPS as well, and support Ojali with Noxes and BB Flash as their two subs for this league.
Right, so as per usual with the roster breakdowns, we're going to be picking two players that we think are going to highlight that team and do really well for the team and really sharp. Do you want to go first this time?
I went first last time, Jay, so I'll let you. I'll let you go.
To me, it's going to be Casper, the new pickup. Now, Casper was a player for Shazoo. Then he got put into the sub role, then benched completely and taken off the team. To me, Casper was the next Luds. I remember seeing Casper when he first came onto the scene. He was a fantastic blast player then. He's still a fantastic blast player now. Now, actually, for the last couple of weeks, I haven't seen much of him. And sadly, I get to watch PPL scrims. I get to watch all scrims. Because that's what I do. I love to sit and watch scrims. Because I'm sad like that. But I haven't seen anything from Infected Dragons lately. Other than that one practice scrim we did with him. Not practice scrim, but the practice cast. Yeah, because we weren't scrimming. Of course, if we were scrimming, it'd be a quick 4-0. We'd win, of course.
Yeah, we have to give the teams a chance, don't we?
We gotta give them a chance, you know. Like we could cast over our games and still beat them. I'm joking. Right.
No, we get absolutely trashed for sub 6 minutes.
So I think Infected Dragons with Casper on it is a much better team. Is he Luds level? Is the question people are going to ask. Right? Is Casper at the level where Luds was? Luds was a great Drogos. In my opinion, Casper is a better Drogos. Is he a better Bomb King than Luds? No. No. No.
He's got some very big shoes to fill, though. Obviously, Luds being... in case you not realised, Luds was a big player for ID. And you know, with him gone, it's Casper's got to step up. You know, played on Shazoo, benched off the team completely. It's another redemption arc in this narrative that we're forging right now. So you know, it's a good opportunity. And I think if you are done, Jay, I would like to talk about Ojali.
Oh, you're going with Ojali as your pick, the support player.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Support player.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So Ojali, to me, is... I think last season he was just consistent. I don't recall Ojali having a bad game, if anything. Even when he looked good, even when ID were losing games, he was still playing very well. I wouldn't put too much of the blame on him. You know, he was a solid support player. So I think he's got a really good foundation to work on. And then having the extra time in with this team, like how long has he been part of Infected Dragons? I don't even know. But
a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Year and 4 months. God, I'm so sad that I know this.
It's not sad, it's just kind of weird.
It's kind of weird, yeah. Understand.
It's kind of weird. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. Like, Jay is the Wikipedia for MLL. It's great. So yeah, he's got a good foundation to work on. He's been with the team a very long time, and honestly, I don't know. I think I've got a really good feeling about it. Solid performance last season. Being a sport, he's also had to flex onto frontline.
I was just about.
So
I'm glad you picked that up. Because I was going to say that. Didn't he play 2 or 3 games as frontline?
Yeah, him and Jagex.
They swapped, didn't they?
Swap roles briefly. So from a competitive level, that's another thing to have in your pocket, so to speak. It might be a difference in playstyles, a difference in champion pool, or what for both support or frontline. So it just gives you that extra means to cover it. And and I've just got a really good feeling about this guy. I've liked what I've seen from him so far. And
I do agree. I think Ojali's he's a stable player. He's not like the creme de la creme. He's not up there like Luds was, right? Luds was like the highlight player.
Say Ojali.
Yeah, but the problem is support players don't get the limelight, right? So I'm glad you did that. And as a support main, I can say, yes, Ojali's going to be like a very standardized player, but he's also going to have his moments where he gets a crucial heal in, and then the tank's going to go off and kill someone. I say that because of tanks, because obviously tanks are OP as hell right now in the meta. But I can't honestly say I've seen a very bad game out of him, where he wasn't getting assists or anything, he was just 0-9 or something. I don't think we had any games like that. In fact, Infected Dragons, when they went up against Leviathan, when they went up against Fate, no, they actually scored a point against Fate, but they got 0-4'd against Leviathan in week.
And then there was the Clash of the Serpents game on, I think...
On the Serpent Beach, wasn't it?
In my opinion, goes down... Yeah, Serpent Beach, in my opinion, the best game we had of the entire Season 1 was ID versus Leviathan on Serpent Beach. That was an absolutely thrilling game to watch and cast as well. I was shattered after it.
4-3, wasn't it?
That was 4-3 to Leviathan in the end. And it was back and forth.
I was just about to say, it was back and forth. It wasn't just defense, was it? ID took the second point, and this is something I think. I don't want to take that result away from ID or anything, but I felt like Leviathan was sleeping ID. They just expected to walk over and get a 4 quick 0 and get that week over and done and go back watching anime. But I felt like Infected Dragon said, "You want this? You come and frickin' earn it, mate." Yeah, and watching Luds play, I keep mentioning Luds, but Luds and Toti, sorry. Now I'm going to get the pronunciation wrong. Toti, yeah, Toti. So Luds and Toti work well together, right? Who was the support last season?
For Infected Dragons?
Yeah. Oh, it was Ojali.
It was Ojali, yes.
Oh no, I'm thinking because he played the tank. I was like, but I saw him with tanks. No, it's not. He was on support. Yeah, and him and they switched like we said earlier. Yeah, drawing a blank.
Yeah,
sorry.
I think, looking by his player stats, I have a feeling it was for about 4 or 5 games. I'm just looking for where he's not doing obscene amounts of healing, really, and saying, yeah, that's probably when he was playing a frontline.
No, it wasn't 4 games. It was less than that. One.
Hang on, wait.
There was no, I can tell you. Hold on. Frog Isle.
Oh, wait.
Fernando. Then there was the Leviathan game. He went back to support.
No. I'm looking at this now. I think he started. Yes, he started off as frontline, and then from week 2 onwards, he went on to support. Because I'm looking, I've got Jagex and Ojali's stats in front of me, where you see Jagex with all the healing, and then 0 healing from then on out, and then Ojali's got 0 healing and a Khan game as well, so a little bit of healing, and then pumping up a 906,000 healing from him. So that's what I highlighted him. A solid player, and that's as a.
So, in comparison with Ojali, right, let me just draw your attention. Now, we had 2 very main, and when I say main, they were probably top tier 2 team support players, which in my opinion, which was Lord Pleb and Chubby Plum in Season 1. They were putting out more healing in games. Alright, fine, different kettle of fish, different genre, different everything, but with the way they played and the way the healing they were putting out, you're talking tier 2 PML teams. That's where that's where Chubby Plum and Lord Pleb were season 1, sorry. But How far of a difference? Now, if I don't know if I can get you to bring up the healing stats. Chubby
Already there.
million miles ahead, right? But how far away was Ojali?
So Oja.
Let's go, because I think Lord Pleb pipped it in the end.
Lord Pleb did the most healing in the entire league. He did a total of 751,133 healing stats. That is just ridiculous.
Astronomical. And Chubby was 1 million something.
Chubby was 1.6 million.
Oh wow, really? So like literally, it's half a game's difference between them.
120k healing.
Oh, a game's difference. Yeah. So
yeah,
that's.
But I mean, I don't think you can say it's like, hang on a minute, but Leviathan, they had a lot of 4-3 games. You know, their games were a lot longer than Fate's. It's like, yeah, whatever, shut up. It is still one of
but that's not my question. My question is, how far behind them? Where did Ojali come in the stats? Was he even top 5?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I really should have set this up before.
Yeah, but you didn't know I was going to throw this question at you. So I think. Fine. Now I'm hazarding a guess, right? I think he did make top 5, or he was 6th in season 1.
I think he was definitely top.
You think top 5?
He was definitely top 5. He did 906,000 healing, so he's definitely
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that puts him.
So.
Wow, no, that's 5th.
Healing. He was actually he was directly 5th, just behind Xenost from a Crisis, who was also at 990,000.
Xenost, yeah,
Xenost. Yeah.
Which, by the way, is now playing on All Business, I do believe, which is Bugsy's old team in top 4 PML. So
nice.
Playing for land. So again, great pickup, great player. I may have got that wrong. No, I think he did, because Bugsy left, Sazek left, and Znost and somebody else went in. Yeah. So, congratulations to him, obviously. But, so, Ojali coming in 5th. I think he's going to be trying, obviously, as the team progresses. Now, has there been any major changes to the roster? Other than Luds out and Casper in?
There was also Cacpro, I believe, as well. He is
Cacpro down a sub. Cacpro's out, and...
Yeah, Catapro, who was their the players that ID used in season 1, if I just go and find that, will be Bojan, Luds, T-Trank was a sub for 2 games. Yeah, it was Catpro as one of the other front lines.
Right, so Cacpro's out, and then who's replacing him?
Reolution.
Reolution. So Reolution's the new pickup, right? So we've got 2 new pickups. Reolution, sorry. 3.
Yeah, 2 new pickups are the core 3 players.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah. So Reolution, sorry. I don't know much of, again, he's another, I'm not going to say, and I refuse to use this, I hate this terminology in it, but no name. I don't like that. I think that's something you should never call someone. He's an unknown to me. Right? So, unless, of course, he's another player with a changed name. I don't know. He's the one that I'm going to be looking out for. I want to see what he brings to the table.
So, some good narratives there, with Casper filling in for Lutz and Reolution.
Well, not filling in for Lutz, taking over from Lutz.
Yeah, but is this the start of the Casper dynasty really for Infected Dragons? Like, is this his opportunity to say,
big shoes to fill.
He's like, Lutz was pretty good, but now I'm here. This is my league. This is my Drogos. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's got a massive opportunity here.
He has an opportunity
to really make a name for himself, and to say to Shazoo as well, who dropped him and removed him from the team eventually. Say, yeah, you guys were wrong.
Alright. So, moving on to hopes for Season 2. Oh boy. So, given everything we've just gone over, Reolution into the team, Casper in, Luds out, Bojan Totti out, with Reolution in.
No, he's in.
No, Totti's. Why did I say that? Not Bojan. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've drawn a blank. Other said CAC Pro out, Revolution in. Right, I knew I'd get it. I'm going to throw the ball to you first before I give you my point on this, but your hopes for Infected Dragons. I've got a funny feeling I know where it's going, but...
Yeah, considering my other predictions... and here's the thing, my love for Infected Dragons is not quite as strong as Jay's is. Like, Jay loves Infected Dragons. That's why they're back.
Infected Dragons, #1 fan, right here. Just saying. Yeah. Potty, one of my all-time favourites.
Jay wants the jersey, by the way.
I want the jersey, I do. If they had one, I would literally buy it. I'm not kidding you. If they were an official org or anything and they actually had a team jersey and it was on for sale, I would buy it. I'm just saying. But yeah.
So, you know, and I'm setting this up as it is, to be honest. I've got them down as 7th. And I'm not doing it to... Okay, this is what I don't... This is the part about analysis that I don't like. It's like, I want to be there and say, oh my god, Infected Dragons, you know, going to be absolutely amazing. They're just going to stomp through the entire season. Eden...
Whoa, hold up. Infected Dragons in 7th? So
yeah.
I'm assuming you went Broofy above them, Ico below them.
Yes, something along those lines, yeah. As I think about it more.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I think that... That's actually put me in my place. I'm a bit shocked here. Infected Dragons 7th? You reckon they don't have the potential to go higher than what they were in Season 1? Because they came in 6th, Season 1?
6th. I mean, I can see Infected Dragons and Ico switching positions a lot this season. I can see that happening. But again, it's when I look at the other teams, when you look at the likes of Eden, Carrot Judgment, also the newer teams as well, so we still got to factor in teams that we don't know about as well. So Neverburn, Nova8, and again, you know, they're fantastic. Bojan's a really nice guy. When I needed the scoreboards for Season 1, because I was like, oh my god, I've not got any of the Infected Dragons scoreboards to do the stats list. Hit him up straight away. He responded almost instantly. Boom. It was almost if he knew. Just boom, boom, boom. Right. The screenshots there.
You know what? Infected Dragons were the #1 team. They gave us no issues for Season 1. They're the first part. Yeah, 0 issues. Turned up on time. Did the placements. Did everything. Every piece of information. Twitter, social media, everything. They gave it to us instantly. This season, they were the first people to go, here you go. Here's all our stuff. This is the makings of a great team. All right. If they performed a little bit better, I would even pick them up as a fate roster. I'm not joking there. If they had the potential to go further, like and then challenge for PML or top 2 MLL, I would pick them up as a fate roster. But do I agree with what you just said? No, I don't. 7th? No way. Now maybe I'm being biased because I love the team. You know,
yeah, it pains me to say 7th. Pains me. I'm in physical agony right now for even uttering the word 7th. But
like, they were a top 5 team, but they blew it in week... No, it wasn't week 7. It was week 7. Not week 7, week 6, sorry. When they lost to Shazoo.
Week 7 they lost to... They got 4-0'd by Bloodlust. They 4-2'd and 4-1'd by Crisis.
Yeah, that's it. They needed to beat Crisis to retain points.
To keep the playoff dreams alive.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I thought, well, who did I say? Shazoo. No, Crisis, yeah. Now, bearing in mind, Crisis... Now, let's think about that. All right, fine. Yes, you had Luds on the roster. Yes, you had CAC Pro on the roster. But they have replaced him with 2 new players. Casper, just as good as Luds. Better Drogos player, even. I won't say better about BK. That would be blasphemy, and I think I'd get shot. But I think... No, like Renown, or Rio, I'm going to call him. No, he's not. What is it? What's his name? The new tank player?
Reolution.
Rio. We're going with Rio. Rio for sure. Right, Rio.
Does he dance in the sand?
You're gonna trust me. If you're on Frog, you know what I mean. But Rio is an unknown player to me. So to me, if he comes up in week, who do you know who they're on week 1? Who is Infected Dragons playing first? Is it?
I could tell you that.
That's released, by the way.
Right.
The schedule
is it released?
Yeah, all the teams know, so it's fine. It is. You can say.
I mean, very well. If you say I can say it.
Yeah.
Now I've just completely. It's not that I've completely forgotten. I'm stalling as I'm looking quickly over to the Discord.
Wait. Quickly look at the Discord and tell me if I did release it. Because if I don't, and we release this video.
No, the team captains know. All right. Obviously, they have to know the schedules.
Right. Okay.
They can
No. Don't tell us that.
But
Yeah.
the general
public don't know because there's no release, and I'm keep getting in trouble because I want to release information, and then 4
and I'm just like, oh, Jay.
And then 4 comes along and goes, no.
Yeah, just like flicks you. Stop it.
I'm like, come on, I wanna release, man. I'm hyped. But no, I think now I just want to make it known what the schedule is.
Okay.
Go on.
You want to make it known, but don't worry. Like literally, when we do the pre-hype show in nearly a week's time.
Next week, yeah.
Next Sats.
Dude, I'm gonna be like the Energizer Bunny, like with extra life Duracell batteries, mate. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I want to do it now.
Yeah.
I want
okay, right. Right, now that I think about this a little more, how about this for a prediction? Okay.
Okay, you gotta give me a reason behind a prediction, though. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So when I think about this a little bit more, I can guarantee next week I'm going to change my predictions completely. You know, as I sleep on it a little bit more and wrestle my brains a bit. And also because we've got like more ESL tournaments and the Paladins Challenge as well. By the way, please enter it. You know, I need more stuff to make it a good thing. Like, you know, prove me wrong, guys. Come on. But here's my spicy prediction. ID and Ico are going to be neck and neck for most of the league. I think they're literally level pegging in terms. They're going to literally swap positions like this.
Depending
I'll also
on
say,
win ratio,
yeah, but I'll also say this. I reckon ID will have the most draws though, because they are still a good team and they can take game. They can take
didn't pick any
all the way.
Didn't get any draws, did they?
They did. They drew against Crisis.
Oh yes, because that's why they needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed
to
win.
ID went 2-1-4.
Yeah. Okay.
Shizu got a few draws. Sorry, I just saw that on my league too. But yeah, I think I can see a lot of matchups involving ID just going to a draw.
Right. See, this is what hypes me the most. This whole league. Well, you say prove you wrong, but let's look at the league for a second. All these teams, mind blown at how close this league's going to be. Now, we're hyping it up to be one hell of a close league, one of the all-time greats in MLL history. It's going to be the best season ever. Yes, we've had 2 seasons, but as seasons go on, we're going to have 3 seasons a year or 2 seasons a year. This is going to be classed as one of the best ones. I don't know.
This will go down in history, folks.
It will go down in history, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. But no. So I agree with the Ico thing, where they're going to swap places. But I can't. I just can't. Like, they, in my eyes,
bring yourself.
They've got a better roster than they did last season. But then you have to factor in that, okay, it's a more stacked league this time. Everybody can beat everybody, right? So it's a matter of... Although I don't agree, and the reason I don't agree is because I'm biased. I love the team, #1 fan. I think Infected Dragons are amazing, but no, I say they'll retain their position, and here's my reason why they'll retain it. They'll beat Brutal Fisher. I think that'll be a surprise to everybody. I think Infected Dragons will beat Brutal Fisher. I think, even though Brutal Fisher, as we've gone over, have an incredible team now, have an incredible lineup, and they are putting in these results, and they have shown that they are quite freaking strong, I think the upset will come when they play Infected Dragons, right? And then we've got Ico, where we said that could go a draw.
Yeah. That's just got draw written all over it.
And you've also got Brutal Fisher. That could go a draw. Personally, I think they might hit Brutal Fisher, but we know Brutal Fisher are, a hell of a lot better team than what they were last season. So...
Yeah, the only time ID last season got 4-0 complete clean sweep was against Brutal Fisher. But again, that was a much weaker side back then, and we want some more spice in this league.
Well, we definitely got it. We definitely got it. Right, to move on. Closing thoughts for Infected Dragons. Go, TJ.
Closing thoughts. Oh my. Why'd you do this to me, Jay? It just hurts.
Hey, I'm doing it because you told me my team that I'm supporting is going to be 7th. Suck it. Give me my closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. ID, please, for my sanity, prove me wrong. Please, I'm begging you. I'm asking you. I'll even put in a good word for you. When we're writing out the script for this league, I'll put in a good word for you.
Script. Yeah. Script? There's no script. This is done live. No, I think so. My closing thoughts. Go on. Sorry.
No, I'm joking about the script, but no, but it just pains me, This is the thing with
They're one of those teams.
A team has to finish in last. The team has to finish 7th, and when I just compare Infected Dragons' current roster with the other teams are in there that I know are going to be fighting for playoffs, and even when we've had a deep dive into Ico and Brutal Fisher, games that ID can definitely win, it just looks bleak.
But those games can go both ways. We can't just say definitely win. We know for a fact Ico are stepping up their game. We know for a fact Brutal Fisher, this is their strongest roster they've ever fielded. Same with Ico. Right? Now, this is where the unknown person comes in. Rio, I don't know anything about him. And if I don't know anything about him, hello, I'm just saying, right? This is my league. I don't know nothing about this guy. Unless he's somebody that comes in. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, on Tuesday or Monday, I'm going to say, wait, Toy, I want to spectate one of your games. I want to see your new boy.
New prize possession.
Yeah, your new prize possession. Come on. I reckon they'll equal out where they came in Season 1. I reckon 5th or 6th. But then again, I said 6th or 7th. Or
yeah, you said 6th for Ico.
Yeah, so...
And you said 5th for Brutal Fisher. I'm just going to do this to you now, Jay. So going by your predictions before, you're either saying they're making playoffs or they're 7th or last.
No, they're not last. No way in hell. They're not going to happen. All right, I'll put it out there that I said with Ico's hot run that they had, but like we said, Ico were a team that had a fantastic Battlefly run when Battlefly was filling out with numbers, and they were getting semi-finals, quarter-finals when we had a round of 16 or whatever it was, and then when you're getting 10, 11 teams show up and they're coming in. Yeah, and then they plummeted in Season 1 and didn't have a freaking showing, to say the least. But they will finish above Ico, and they will finish above Brutal Fisher.
So playoffs, then. We're gonna keep going around in circles about it.
I don't know where they're going to come. I reckon 5th or 6th over with Brutal Fisher. I think it will be Brutal Fisher, Infected Dragons, Ico fighting for that 5th and 6th position.
Oh yeah. I'm not.
Yes, we do. Well, we say that. We say that. But again, we know nothing. Like we said in the other videos, we know nothing about Nova 8. We know nothing about Neverburn. That's why we haven't made those videos yet, because the research isn't there. We don't know the in-depth details of what that team's going to offer. We haven't seen in-depth tournament runs from them. Have you looked at the ESL lately? Have you seen any of the last 3 ESLs? How is Nova 8 doing? I know Nova 8 played in World Law Tournament. We know that they did the Community Cups. Have they been in Esports War? Have they Battlefly? I don't, because Battlefly's still going. People just don't check it because all the lower teams, like the Tier 4, Tier 5 teams, go and play in it so that they can get crystals and stuff, which is fantastic. But where do we, Essential Gaming, we've still got them to do. We've got Carrot Judgment. I think Carrot Judgment are definitely a playoff team. But to me, it's those 3. Now, I don't want to say, even if they come out, like, say, Infected Dragons, Brutal Fisher, and Ico fight for the bottom spot, right? Who's going to come last? Who's going to come 7th? Who's going to come 6th? Like I said, this can go any which way. These teams have fantastic rosters, but even though they've improved, we've got a stacked league. Like we said, Carrot Judgment, Eden, No Break, Never Burn, Essential Gaming, and then of course these 3 as well as your 8 teams. Hello? That's what makes it so hard.
Yeah, and I think honestly, the more we think about it, the more we're just going to run around in circles. So I think it's time. You know, I think when we get to the games, we get to cast them and actually have a bit more of an idea of these teams. I think that's when we'll make our proper judgment. But for now, it is only speculation.
Right, ladies and gents, that was the closing thoughts from me and TJ. A bit of a mixed model, but I can't believe we put him in 7th. But Infected Dragons, ladies and gents, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and of course all these breakdown videos. If you have, like, favorite, subscribe, leave us a comment what your thoughts are on all these teams, on all these videos, because we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, thank you very much.